Hey, good morning. Super Tuesday. It's about 10 after 11 here, and we're running at about, I think it's about 52 degrees right now. It was, I think 35 last night. It was still a little chilly, but I know I had to get out here and get on this walk. But I had a video. What I wanted to bring to you guys today, I wanted to talk about chronic kidney disease. There's a lot of veterans suffering from chronic kidney disease. Veterans, non-veterans, there's a lot of people in general that are suffering from chronic kidney disease, and a lot of times they don't even know that they have it. Just a little short story on how I found out that I had it. I was in the process of getting doing my colonoscopy, and like when they check you in at the VA, and they reading your medical records over to make sure that you're the right person, and they're working on doing the right procedure. Well, the nurse read down some of my disabilities that I had, and then the last thing she mentioned was chronic kidney disease. And I was like, I don't have chronic kidney disease. And she said, it's right here in your chart. And I'm like, that's the first I heard about some chronic kidney disease, and my blood pressure went through the roof instantly. I'm furious. And she says that I was gonna have to calm down, or they won't be able to do the colonoscopy if I don't bring the blood pressure down. And then she went and got this other doctor. He came in telling me about he has chronic kidney disease, and how I could be all right and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm just hearing this. So I kind of got into it once I sent a message over to my primary care nurse, and she said that we talked extensively about chronic kidney disease. Well, if I talked extensively about chronic kidney disease, I wouldn't have been in shock when I heard it. And one of my best friends, he has chronic kidney disease. In fact, he's a kidney transplant. So, and we have this conversation between each other all the time about kidney disease. So, and not once have I mentioned to him that I had chronic kidney disease. So I'm thinking, I know the conversation I had with my doctor was about a fatty liver. Now, I don't understand anything about no chronic kidney disease, because I was taken by shock, hearing this. But she claims that she talked extensively about it to me, but I don't know anything about it. Anyways, I got it. So, at this point now, I got to start learning about chronic kidney disease, because I'm always trying to learn about my disabilities, illnesses, or whatever else I'm dealing with as far as health wise. I try to get a little knowledge about it so that I can fight it. So I get into this, and I learned about the chronic kidney disease. And then I also remember my dad, before he passed away, he had congestive heart failure, and then that led to kidney disease. Before he passed away, that was the last thing that went, was his kidneys, because I remember looking at the bed, and his urine, it was a color like burnt orange, and that was like his final day of living. And at that point, I knew that he wasn't getting out of that hospital, because I said, them kidneys completely gone. They're not filtering nothing else out. I never forget that visual of the color of that urine. And that was like, I think that could have been I think it was his last day alive. But anyway, chronic kidney disease is serious, and there's 5 stages of chronic kidney disease. Stage 1, yeah, I got my cheat sheet here. Stage 1, kidney damage. But the kidneys are still working normally. You got a little damage, but everything is working normally. Okay. And I just think it's important. You got to know right away about this, because your lifestyle has to instantly change. Your eating habits, your physical habits, what you doing health-wise, that has to instantly change once you find these symptoms out. Then stage 2, your kidney function is slightly reduced, but there are no noticeable symptoms. So that kidney's starting to slip a little bit, right? Well, when I found out, I was already at stage 2. So, you know, it's important to understand your diagnosis and even what your doctor talking about, because I surely didn't. I don't remember the conversation. Stage 3, kidney function is moderately reduced. Your symptoms may include swollen ankles and feet with possible weight loss and tiredness. Well, as I think back to my buddy in the military, he was fit. You know, we would run PT. He could call Katie and do all of that kind of stuff, you know, while we're doing PT. But then all of a sudden, he couldn't keep up no more. And we didn't know what was going on. So that was, I don't know if he found out at stage 3 or not, but I do remember those symptoms with him about tiredness. And so it is real, and people go through this. Then stage 4, kidney function is significantly reduced. Your symptoms may include itching, anemia, bone pain, fluid retention, and physical weaknesses. Well, there's a lot of people that's living through that, and hopefully at this point you've been diagnosed. But everybody don't go to the doctor, you know. So hey, it's important that you get into the doctor. And sometimes we got family members that don't go to the doctor, but hey, if you think that they may have some of these symptoms, maybe this is a conversation that you could have with some of your loved ones that don't really take care of themselves like they probably should. And then stage 5, look at this. Kidney failure. The kidneys are no longer able to clean the blood properly. And that was the way it was with my dad at the end. His urine was burnt orange. That was the color. That means those kidneys were completely shot. And I just never will forget that visual. Now, the stages of chronic kidney disease is primarily determined by the GFR. I can't even say that word. It's GLOMERULAR, filtration rate, GFR, which measures how well the kidneys are filtering your blood. Okay? Because that's what the kidney does. It filters your blood. There's no known cure for chronic kidney disease, but it can be managed to improve symptoms. It can be managed to improve your symptoms. Medications can help manage symptoms, and in later stages, dialysis or kidney transplant may be needed. And that's what happened to my friend. He ended up having to get a kidney transplant. Now, and then also, you got to watch out for a few medications, like medication for pain, because you got chronic kidney disease, and the later stages that you are, we can get on the other side of the street, the more aches and pains is going to be, and you want to take medications. But medications like ibuprofen and Aleve can cause more harm to your kidneys than you need. So knowing what medications you can take hey, you always want to talk with your personal physician before you take anything anyway. Before you make a sudden change in something. Even if you think you're doing something, taking a natural remedy, I would still run that by my personal physician, because you just can't take that risk and end up in another stage because you didn't take any precautions. So check with your doctor. You know, I'm not a physician. I'm just reading about this, you know, how the symptoms of it, and then, you know, what I personally have. You know, I never stated what stage I'm in, but I can tell you I started off, well, when I found out about it, I was at stage 2. So, you know, just find out, and then look for these symptoms in your family members, because honestly, everybody don't go to the doctor. You know, and a lot of times some stuff could be almost preventable had we caught something at an earlier stage, but if you don't go and get it checked, you won't know. So that's how I am, and I do know people. I got family members that's on dialysis. You know, my dad was able to do dialysis one time, but because his heart was so weak, he couldn't do dialysis. Well, at that point, guess what? That's when the urine turned burnt orange, and it was just over. There's nothing else that can be done. So, you know, you want to try to live as clean as you can, and do some research. You know, see what you can eat, see what not to eat. You know, and I always believe if we keep our weight down, you're gonna live a little healthier life. You know, because a lot of disease live in obesity. That's just the bottom line. You know, like I just said before, for my height, I can't be 196, which I am now, and my heaviest was 216. Hell, I couldn't hardly tie my shoes at 216. So, but I don't think I could. I think they talking about for my height, I'm supposed to weigh like 145, 150. That ain't too realistic for me, because if I got down that low, how am I withstand it? You know, I don't know if I can get that small. I hope this boxer on the chain, he look ferocious. I sure hope he's on the chain. Yeah, that dog looks real mean. I'll be past him in a second. He's barking at me. I don't even want to look at him no more. I feel like he's getting mad if I look at him. So, well, that's all I got for today. Check these symptoms out. Check your symptoms. Check your family. Get them into a doctor. You know, sometimes we got to push people a little bit to get them some help, and just see if we can help somebody. So, like I always say, see a veteran, help a veteran. That's all I got for today. See you guys tomorrow.